Hello, property nomads. Hope you're well. We covered something on the podcast a little while ago about WeWork filing for bankruptcy and how that can affect the commercial property sector in the UK. Although a lot of the office delinquencies are in the US, what happens is when your economy is that big, normally what happens in the US will then filter through around the world. And there's now an article that's come out on Zero Hedge that is talking about global vacancies hitting a record high. And this is on the back of WeWork's bankruptcy last week. So in prime real estate markets, or property markets as we would call them in the UK, areas such as New York City, San Francisco, London and Paris have been somewhat impacted by WeWork's bankruptcy, more so in North America. What's not going to help is if you are a landlord of a property, any property, especially at the moment commercial property, company goes bankrupt or something happens and then they stop paying the rent, or you're not able to get the rent from them because they file for bankruptcy, then as a landlord that's going to affect your cash flow, because your cash flow for that property might have just gone, and then that has further impacts on your business. If you're heavily weighted in the commercial sector, then you'll find that having a lot of companies not in offices, not paying you your rent goes down, or your rental income comes down. If your overheads are going up, or you've got to remortgage at some point in due course, then that is going to have a serious knock-on effect. What does that mean? It might mean that you might be able to put your prices down a little bit, maybe, but if you're remortgaging, maybe you're not able to do that. Maybe you just end up handing the keys back to the bank. Now, when that happens, then property developers like you, property developers like us, we're looking at these sorts of things going, okay, how can we help? Let's look at creating a win-win situation. Oh, funny that, this is a great office building, yet that could possibly be put into residential accommodation or converted. Delightful, thank you very much. And you look at analysing deals, and then that might open up more deals to be done. So that's a good thing. Going back to this article on Zero Hedge, they provided a nice little graphic. So our global office space vacancies are at record high. So in Europe, and I'm assuming that might include the UK, depends how good they are. In Q3 of 2019, the office vacancy rate was 5%. It is now 8%. So it's gone up by 3% in 4 years. So that's Q3 2019, 5%, Q3 2023, up to 8%. Yeah, okay, not going in the right direction, but it's not as bad as North America, for example, where it was 13% in 2019, and now it's 21%. And again, when you get big economies around the world, if things start to go wrong in those economies, that will start filtering through for the rest of us. And again, that just equals opportunity. Worldwide, it's gone up from 10% to 16%. So that's a 6% increase in 4 years. What will happen is landlords are going to lose out, because they're going to lose out on large amounts of rental income because of issues with leases and bankruptcies and so forth. And that is going to have a knock-on effect moving forwards. What we would say, without a shadow of a doubt, is opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. We bring you these stories because it's important to bring them to you, purely because you have to look at it from an opportunistic point of view. If this is happening in the commercial property sector, and this is what the trend is, then chances are that trend is going to continue moving forward. And if that trend continues, then that's when we need to be in a position where we're thinking about it and then acting about it, because you could do 1 or 2 deals and that could change your income just with a click of your finger. It really can. So keep your eyes open. Do be vigilant. We'll try and bring you as many stories as we can. Ultimately, there's a lot of opportunity coming our way moving forwards. Do go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. We're on iTunes, Spotify, various podcast platforms. Please do leave a review as well. They're really useful because they help to spread the word of Property Nomads. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, then please do. Use the little subscribe thing below and the bell notification to get alerted as and when we produce more video content. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video.